in the fourth to make it what it was.
Here's Luka with Mike.
All right, Luka, did you make sure to let Austin know that your shot that didn't count was from further than his? That was happening?
Yeah, and he got one in the game. He didn't want to pass me, so I made sure he knows I can make that.
I saw that actually at shoot-around today as well. He beat you in the half-court contest, which doesn't usually happen. I feel like you usually get him in those.
That's not true. I won the one before he won the last one, so it's 1-1. It's not true.
Fair enough. Thank you for fact-checking me.
And yesterday I won against him.
Okay. You won yesterday as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm glad we're keeping.
Sure.
It's good that we got that correct. Now, as for the game, it seemed like you guys made an adjustment defensively in the second half, just a little bit tighter in the perimeter. What did you see to turn the game around, Luka?
Yeah, I mean, they came out with 8 threes in the first quarter, which was insane. So, we had to get a little more physical, more aggressive. So they scored 23 in the second half. In the second quarter. So when we came out in the third quarter, we knew we need to get the job done. So that's what we did.
Yeah, I think they only scored 15 in the third quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, they did make a comeback when you were up big. Do you give them some credit for that, or could you have been a little sharper there as well?
For sure, we should have been a little bit more sharper. But they were playing physical, so credit to them too. But I feel like we missed a lot of open shots, a lot of back rim not short. So we should have been a little bit more sharper, for sure.
All right, last one for you. 3 more games left on this trip still. What's important for you guys to just maintain focus and find a way to stack some more wins?
Get rest. There's a lot of flights, but the most important, get rest, and next game mentality.
All right, thank you, Luka, and thanks for correcting the record.
Mike.
All right, Austin, can you, if you don't mind, take us through the first quarter in Miami, playing through the game, and kind of what your week has been like, trying to get the groin up to where you're clear to play, and then how it felt after today?
Yeah, just felt a little something kind of early in that game, but obviously wanted to finish the game and reevaluate after. And that was a good win for us against Miami. They've been playing good basketball, and just wanted to finish that one and see what was going on, and went through all the things that we had to go through. Treated it basically morning, evening, just to try to get back. I don't like missing games. I really wanted to play in Atlanta, but I think everybody thought it was just a little too early. So it's good to get back. Felt great. Felt great.
Got it. Now,
other than my jump shot.
Yeah, missed a few jumpers tonight. You did, after you made the one that didn't count, you turned to Luke. Was Luka trying to tell you that his was from further back? Was that what that was?
Yeah. He was mad at me. He was mad at me for grabbing the one at the end of the third quarter and just chucking it. I didn't know how much time was left, and honestly, I thought the ball was out of bounds. So I was just trying to, throw it down to the other end and maybe get lucky. And he said he would have gave me an assist if I threw it to him. But we'll have to check the film and see which one was further.
One more. JJ had mentioned that the defense got a little better in the second quarter. Obviously, the third quarter they only scored 15. What was there an adjustment, if any, or what were you doing better as a team?
I think it just started off with Marcus. He's always got the edge defensively to turn up a game. And once you see a guy like that giving 110% effort every single possession, it boosts the rest of the team to compete the way that he's competed. So 7 steals is incredible. The stat line with him is never going to completely tell the full story on how good he plays and how big he is for us. So just tip your hat to him, because he changed the game second quarter, but really the third quarter, and was really active.
You mentioned Marcus, but when we were talking with JJ, he actually mentioned Rui as someone's defense who stood out. I think he said this may have been his best defensive game of the season. What have you seen from him just on that side of the floor, not just tonight, but through the first 11 games of the season?
Yeah, I think that just the attention to detail. He knows you can go ask him at any point in the game what coverage we're in, what we're wanting to do in certain actions, and he's super locked into that. And when you're super locked into that and the effort's high, you're going to be put in situations to be in the right spot, make the right play. And I feel like that's been what he's done. The competitive spirit's very high, and he pays attention to the little details and where he needs to be in our defense, and it's been really, really good for us.
Austin, what was your kind of takeaway from watching the team from the sideline for those last 3 games?
Just super encouraged with how we played. Obviously, Atlanta wasn't, what we wanted. Everybody in the organization would say that. We just didn't come out with a sense of urgency. But the other two games was very encouraging. Just seeing how hard we compete. How. Like I was just talking about, the attention to detail, how we believe in what the coaching staff is scheming up for us, and when you have everybody pulling in the same direction, it's a great feeling. So just very happy to see everybody succeed, and excited to continue.
What'd you think of Luka's dunk today?
Yeah, it was. So you don't count the one at home against Minnesota? I don't either. It's good. It's okay. It was. Whatever. I don't. They have to count it. It's Luka. We was actually just joking the other day. I don't know if we were on the plane or what, but he was saying he had one more dunk than me this year, and I told him that wasn't a dunk. So now I can't argue that one. It was. I actually, when I seen him, go right, left, I was like, oh, he's about to try to dunk this one. And I think he might have got fouled, but it was good. It was fun.
You gotta get one now.
Like layups that all were 2 points.
Yeah. So you got Oklahoma City next. I know you want to enjoy this one tonight, but that team obviously pressures incredibly well. You had 7 assists with only 1 turnover tonight. How does a game like this kind of help prepare you for the kind of pressure that OKC is capable of putting on not just you, but all the ball handlers on this team?
Yeah, I think that's just, that's what they do. And tonight you have, guys like Sexton and James. They are, kind of ball hawks that create, advantages on the defensive end for them. Obviously OKC's a really good team, winning the championship last year, and they've got off to a hot start this year. So just having to go in there, make the right play, protect the ball, and that'll be the best way to give ourselves a chance.
Austin, coach said that LeBron was going to start practicing with South Bay, and how excited are you first of all to get him back, and and him fitting in now with you guys on a little bit of a run?
Very. I mean, I've told him he should play a game. It would just be funny. But with South Bay. But can't wait for him to come back. Obviously, it's LeBron James. He's, in my opinion, the greatest player to ever touch a basketball. And the one thing about him is he understands the game, as everybody knows, and he knows how to. And knowing him, he's been watching these first 11 games, and analyzing the game in a sense of where he knows when he comes back, this is how I can help the team. Obviously it's LeBron. He's going to help the team in whatever he does because he's so good. But he's a super competitor. Can't wait to get him back. And yeah.
Any more questions for Austin?
Perfect.
To hold a team to 38 points over the span of 2 quarters is tough to do. They're top 10 offense. I thought we did a really good job as the game progressed of getting to our red to ices and all of their 77 and flip actions, just keeping the ball out of the middle of the paint. I thought we improved as the game went on outside of the last 2 minutes with our contests on threes. I thought Marcus led us on defense, but Rui had a stretch there in the third. It was as good as we've seen him on that end of the floor. And then on top of that, he was making shots on the other end to give us that cushion.
Yeah, I think he was 7 for 7 in the second half, and some of the shots are difficult. You've talked about that rhythm, but where did you feel like that was? Or can you go over the D again that he was and kind of what he was bringing on that end as well?
Yeah, just the energy. First of all, he was flying around. There was one possession in particular, he was out of position. They ran a flip screen. He got to the 70. He got to the red to ice when they tried to get the ball going middle. We ended up getting a stop on that possession. His activity level, and the group feeds off that. And then, when he's in a rhythm offensively shooting the basketball, you just feel like it's going in every time. And outside of the Atlanta game, it pretty much has been going in every time.
Just 3 combined turnovers for Doncic and Reaves. I think as a team, you have 11. What did you see just taking care of the basketball?
Yeah, we did a good job executing. They tried to junk it up in the fourth quarter with a box and one. I think we could be a little bit better with our fires. It's something, we've talked about, we've shown on film. We went over in the timeouts. Just got to get more reps at it. But those guys taking care of the ball was great. And I thought they both played fantastic. Outside of, they got good shots. They missed some threes, but they both played fantastic and put a lot of pressure on the defense.
I think at some point, it was early last season, you mentioned that Rui was the most consistent at executing what you guys were asking of him. How have you felt that carry over? I think it was maybe like early December. How do you felt that has carried over into this season?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about some of his defensive changes not being in the 4-5 switching group. So sometimes he's going to be in pursuit when we're in coverage, and that's been a change for him from last year. I think he's improving there. His low man awareness is probably top 2 or 3 on the team. Stick hand, closeout awareness, all that stuff is been really good all season again. Continuing just to when his guy is on the ball in a square to red, I think that's where he can still grow a little bit when he switches on to the touch roller, the slip roller, the ghost roller. But that's our entire team. That's something that is becoming harder and harder to guard in the NBA, and we can all improve on that. But he's been great.
And what you make of Luka's dunk in the third quarter?
Surprised. No, it was awesome. It was fun not only because he got the dunk, but just him letting out some emotion was cool to see.
JJ, you've talked about the importance of being a player-led team, and after what happened on Saturday, what did you see from your players in terms of rallying together, getting the mindset ready to bounce back today?
Well, I think it started on Saturday. They took ownership of it, which I thought was huge, and didn't get off to a great start defensively. I thought our huddles were great tonight. Every time we came back, they were trying to problem solve in real time. The self-correction in real time with dialogue. That's a mark of a really good team, and a lot of teams aren't able to do that, player to player. And I thought our guys were great with that tonight.
Jay, how do you feel Austin came out of this one, and especially given that you were able to keep him under 30?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got him. He was 1:25 over his minute restriction, which the game kind of dictated a little bit of that, but thought he played really well, and defensively had some really nice containment plays, and got bumped a few times by Knipple on some drives, and I think he made it out of it pretty clean, and it's good to see a little bit of that explosion off the dribble that we've become accustomed to, just his ability to touch the paint, draw fouls, create for others. I thought he was really good with that tonight.
And then I know you want to enjoy this one tonight, but how much does this help you prepare for Wednesday night in Oklahoma City?
Preparation doesn't change at all for any opponent. We treat everybody with the same level of respect.
Coach, you talked a lot about building consistency. Did this game tonight feel like a step closer towards the identity you want to build for the team?
Well, it certainly captured at moments some of our identity. I think we all want to find that consistency for a full 48 minutes. It's hard to do. But again, I liked the way the game didn't start defensively the way we wanted. And then the response our guys had throughout, I think you have to have that. That has to become part of your identity, is being able to respond to adversity, respond to a bad call, a missed shot, a turnover, a blown coverage, whatever it may be, and just get on to the next play. And I thought our guys did that tonight.
Thank you.
Yep.
LeBron James is finally taking a major step toward his long-awaited return to the court. The Los Angeles Lakers superstar, who has missed the entire 2025-26 season so far due to a right-sided sciatic nerve issue, appears to be nearing the end of his recovery process. According to Kobe Price of the Orange County Register, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick revealed that LeBron will participate in a practice session with the South Bay Lakers, the team's G League affiliate, on Monday, a significant milestone in his rehab journey. The Lakers first announced James' injury on October 9th, noting that he would be re-evaluated later that month. Now, a month later, his steady progress suggests that he's on track to return within the original 4 to 6 week recovery window. LeBron's impact on the franchise since arriving in Los Angeles before the 2018-19 season has been nothing short of transformative. Over his Lakers tenure, he has averaged 26.6 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 8.1 assists per game, serving as the heartbeat of the team on and off the floor. When he finally returns, James will begin his 23rd NBA season, setting a new all-time league record, a testament to his longevity, discipline, and relentless competitiveness. Life without LeBron, Lakers holding strong. In LeBron's absence, the Lakers have managed to hold their ground, and then some. The team currently sits fourth in the Western Conference with a 7-3 record, showing a level of depth and resilience that has impressed even the harshest critics. Luka Doncic and Reaves have carried much of the offensive load, both averaging over 30 points per game this season. Reaves, in particular, has turned heads across the league, currently ranking fourth in the NBA in scoring with 31.1 points per game. While Doncic has missed a few games with a minor injury, keeping him off official leaderboards, he's been even more dominant when available, averaging a scorching 37.0 points per game. The biggest surprise, however, has been Jake LaRavia, who has emerged as one of the season's early breakout performers. His high-energy play and timely scoring bursts have helped keep the Lakers afloat during Doncic's brief absence, adding an unexpected spark to the team's rotation. What LeBron's return could mean. As encouraging as the Lakers' early success has been, everyone within the organization understands that LeBron's presence changes everything, from the team's offensive flow to its defensive communication and locker room leadership. His return will likely allow Redick to fine-tune the rotation, ease the workload on Doncic and Reaves, and solidify the Lakers as legitimate contenders in the West. If all goes according to plan, LeBron could make his season debut before the end of the month, a scenario that would provide a huge morale boost ahead of a tough December schedule. For now, though, the Lakers' focus remains on maintaining momentum. They'll look to improve to 8-3 on Monday when they travel to face the Charlotte Hornets at 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Behind the scenes, there's quiet optimism. Redick has repeatedly emphasized that the team is built to weather storms, and with LeBron inching closer to full health, the calm before the storm might soon give way to something far more powerful, a re-energized Lakers team ready to make a statement in the West. The anticipation surrounding LeBron James' return has sent ripples throughout the Lakers organization and the NBA at large. While there's no official date for his comeback, multiple sources close to the team suggest that LeBron could be back on the floor within the next 2 weeks, depending on how his body responds to the upcoming G League practice sessions. Head coach J.J. Redick has been cautious but optimistic when addressing LeBron's progress. He's been putting in the work every single day, Redick told reporters after Sunday's practice. The biggest thing for him right now is getting comfortable with game movements again, the acceleration, the deceleration, the lateral stuff. He's moving well, but we're going to make sure we don't rush it. Teammates have echoed similar sentiments, emphasizing how much they've missed LeBron's leadership both on and off the floor. Reaves, who has taken on more of a scoring and playmaking role in LeBron's absence, said that the team feeds off his energy and poise. Even when he's not playing, he's still impacting everything we do. He's been at practices, he's talking to us during film sessions, breaking things down in a way only he can. Once he's back, it'll lift everybody, not just because he's LeBron, but because he holds everyone accountable in the right way. Luka Doncic, who joined the Lakers this past offseason in one of the league's biggest blockbuster trades, also expressed excitement about finally sharing the floor with LeBron in meaningful minutes. "It's something I've been looking forward to since the day I got here," Doncic said. "We've talked a lot about how we can play off each other, how to balance the tempo, spacing, and decision-making. I think it's going to be really fun once we both get rolling." The Lakers front office has also been deliberate in managing expectations. Rob Pelinka, the team's general manager, made it clear that while the early season success has been encouraging, the Lakers' long-term goal remains unchanged, competing for another championship. LeBron's return is a huge step toward that, Pelinka stated. He's the foundation of what we're building here. But we're also seeing how deep and adaptable this group can be. That's what's going to matter most when we get to April and beyond. Around the league, rival executives and analysts have taken notice of how well Los Angeles has held together during LeBron's absence. ESPN's Tim Legler recently praised Redick's approach, saying, "He's got them playing modern basketball, lots of pace, ball movement, and accountability on defense. Once LeBron is back, that system's ceiling gets even higher." As the Lakers prepare for a difficult stretch of games that includes matchups against the Denver Nuggets and Oklahoma City Thunder, LeBron's imminent return couldn't be better timed. Both teams have been dominant early on, setting the tone for what's shaping up to be one of the most competitive Western Conference races in years. If LeBron can rejoin the rotation before the end of November and integrate smoothly alongside Doncic and Reaves, Los Angeles could find itself not just maintaining a top 4 seed, but potentially challenging for the conference lead heading into the new year. For now, the message within the Lakers locker room remains clear: stay patient, stay focused, and prepare for the return of a legend who, even at age 40, continues to redefine longevity and excellence in the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers have officially provided a final injury update on Austin Reaves ahead of their Monday night matchup against the Charlotte Hornets, and it's good news for Lakers fans. After missing the past week with a right groin strain that sidelined him for 3 straight games, Reaves has been cleared to return to action, according to veteran Lakers insider Jovan Buha of The Athletic and Buha's block. While Reaves is back, the Lakers will still be without several key contributors. LeBron James, right-sided sciatic nerve irritation, Gabe Vincent, left ankle sprain, and rookie Adu Thiero knee recovery remain out. Lakers welcome back their breakout star. Reaves' return comes at an ideal time. Los Angeles faces a 3-6 Charlotte team that's missing both LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, though Miles Bridges is expected to play. Even so, the Lakers know better than to take any matchup for granted, especially while navigating through their own wave of injuries. Head coach J.J. Redick, now in his 2nd season leading the team, has had to get creative with his rotations. With LeBron sidelined and several role players banged up, Redick has leaned heavily on his remaining starters, particularly Luka Doncic and DeAndre Ayton, to keep the offense flowing. Reaves' return should immediately help shoulder that burden. The 26-year-old guard has taken a major leap this season, emerging as both a scoring threat and secondary playmaker. Before his injury, he was averaging an eye-popping 31.1 points, 9.3 assists, 5.1 rebounds, and 1.4 steals per game, shooting 48.9% from the field, 34.4% from deep, and 90.3% from the free throw line. In the 7 games he played prior to getting hurt, Reaves' offensive command helped propel Los Angeles to a 7-3 record and kept them in the upper tier of the Western Conference standings. His chemistry with Doncic has been particularly striking. The duo's ability to interchange playmaking duties has made the Lakers' offense far more unpredictable and dynamic. Holding steady without Reaves and LeBron. Despite being shorthanded, the Lakers managed to go 2-1 last week, including a gritty 123-115 win over the Portland Trail Blazers that came without Reaves, Doncic, or LeBron James, a testament to Redick's adaptability and the team's depth. Role players like Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart have stepped up admirably, combining tough defense with timely shooting to keep Los Angeles competitive. The team's resilience during this stretch has not gone unnoticed. Even within the locker room, players have emphasized how proud they are of maintaining their composure under pressure. What comes next? According to the Lakers' official statement, Reaves will return directly to the starting lineup, joining Luka Doncic, Marcus Smart, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton. For Los Angeles, getting Reaves back is about more than just numbers, it's about rhythm. His presence brings structure to the half-court offense and stability in late-game situations, areas where the team has occasionally struggled without him or LeBron. Redick emphasized after practice that Reaves' conditioning remains strong and that he's been participating in full-speed scrimmages for several days. "Austin's a worker," Redick said. "He's been dying to get back out there. His energy, his voice, his composure, those are things we've really missed." The Lakers will tip off against the Hornets at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, looking to improve their record to 8-3. And while LeBron's eventual return looms large, getting Reaves back in the mix could be just the spark Los Angeles needs to keep climbing the standings in a fiercely competitive Western Conference. If his early season form is any indication, Austin Reaves isn't just returning from injury, he's returning ready to remind everyone why he's become one of the most vital pieces of the Lakers' championship puzzle. Reaves' comeback also carries a deeper layer of significance within the Lakers' locker room. His absence, while temporary, revealed just how much the team depends on his versatility and composure on both ends of the floor. Multiple teammates have pointed out that Reaves' ability to blend selfless playmaking with aggressive scoring is what often stabilizes Los Angeles during turbulent stretches. Sources close to the team noted that Reaves remained deeply involved even while sidelined, attending practices, film sessions, and team meetings to maintain his rhythm and chemistry with Doncic and Redick's evolving system. His leadership presence, though quiet, has become increasingly valued among the coaching staff. Defensively, the Lakers are also expecting his return to make a difference. Reaves' improved lateral quickness and discipline in pick-and-roll coverage have been evident this season, especially when tasked with defending opposing guards and wings. Assistant coach Darvin Ham praised his progress earlier this week, emphasizing that Austin has reached the point where he not only fits in our defensive schemes, he elevates them. There's also the question of how his return might affect the Lakers' offensive balance. In recent games, Luka Doncic has carried a heavy playmaking load, averaging nearly 37 minutes per game and leading the team in both points and assists. With Reaves back, Redick now has the luxury to stagger their minutes, ensuring that at least one high-level creator is always on the floor. That shift could help the Lakers manage fatigue and maintain offensive flow in second units, where consistency has been a recurring issue. Analysts around the league have taken notice of how Los Angeles is slowly refining its identity under Redick. ESPN's Zach Lowe noted in a recent segment that the Lakers finally look like a team with a system, not just a collection of stars, crediting the synergy between Doncic, Reaves, and Smart as the foundation of a modern motion-heavy offense built on spacing and secondary playmakers. Still, with LeBron James sidelined indefinitely, the Lakers' margin for error remains thin. Upcoming matchups against tougher opponents, including the Denver Nuggets and Dallas Mavericks, will test whether this team can sustain its balance without their veteran leader. Reaves' return provides an emotional lift, but the challenge ahead is steep, maintaining momentum while reintegrating key players into a lineup that's been in constant flux. Inside the locker room, though, optimism is building. Players describe the atmosphere as focused but hungry, and Redick's approach has earned widespread respect for emphasizing accountability over excuses. As Reaves put it after Sunday's practice, "We've all had to adapt. Injuries are part of the game, but this group doesn't fold. We compete, we trust each other, and we're building something that's bigger than any one player." The Lakers' upcoming homestand could prove pivotal. With Reaves back and a clearer sense of rhythm forming, Los Angeles now faces an opportunity to solidify its identity, not just as a team defined by stars, but as a group capable of evolving through adversity. How well they seize that moment may determine whether this season becomes another uphill battle or the start of a genuine championship run.